Eating this every morning as you get older can help make your legs strong. My dear friends, I believe that among those watching this video, there are quite a few who have experienced that feeling of tired, numb, or heavy legs in the morning. There are days when you've just stepped out of bed and your legs already feel like they have no strength. Walking is no longer as comfortable as it used to be. These symptoms may seem small, but they are actually early signals that your legs are gradually weakening. And if you don't pay attention in time, it can easily lead to more serious problems with your bones, joints, veins, or even your body's balance. You know, your legs don't just support your entire body. They are also where blood circulates to nourish other organs. When your legs are strong, your body is resilient. When your legs are weak, it's hard to maintain good health for long. This is especially true for those who have reached the age of 60, 70, or older. Taking care of your legs every day is extremely important. So, how can you keep your legs strong and flexible without using medication or spending too much money? The answer can be found right in your daily breakfast. In today's video, I will share 5 types of foods that are extremely simple, easy to find, and have wonderful benefits for keeping your legs healthy. Just by eating them the right way, at the right time, you will see clear results. And it doesn't stop there. I will also reveal additional knowledge to help improve blood circulation, make your joints more flexible, and develop healthy lifestyle habits to protect your legs in the long run. Please watch carefully until the end of the video, because the final part will feature 3 great tips that are very easy to apply at home to double the effectiveness. Don't miss it. And right now, I want to share with you 5 simple foods that you should eat every morning to help make your legs stronger and more flexible each day. The first food, ripe bananas, a small gift for strong legs. When I was little, I often saw my mother eat a banana every morning before heading out to work in the garden. Back then, I didn't understand why she chose bananas, and specifically, very ripe ones. It wasn't until I grew up and studied health that I realized bananas are a small gift from nature, especially good for the legs of older adults. A ripe banana contains a lot of potassium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in reducing muscle stiffness, limiting cramps, and supporting the nervous system and muscles. For any of you who often get leg cramps at night, have numb legs in the morning, or simply feel that walking isn't as flexible as before, bananas are the fruit that should be in your daily menu. I clearly remember a lady from my hometown, who is 72 this year, sharing her story. She said that in the past, every time she woke up, her legs were exhausted, and she had to hold the handrail when climbing stairs because her legs would shake. Ever since she heard on the radio that eating a ripe banana every morning helps reduce cramps, she decided to try it. After almost a month, her legs felt noticeably less tired. Most importantly, she no longer had cramps in the middle of the night like before. Just 1 ripe banana each morning is easy to eat, gentle on the stomach, and beneficial for your strength. Not only that, bananas also help stabilize blood pressure and are good for the heart, thanks to the potassium that helps balance sodium in the body. This also indirectly helps your legs become stronger, because a healthy heart means good blood circulation, which nourishes the joints and leg muscles regularly. If you're worried that the sweetness of bananas will raise your blood sugar, rest assured. Eating 1 moderately ripe banana in the morning, combined with unsweetened yogurt or a small handful of nuts, makes for an ideal breakfast. It's light, nutritious, and good for your legs and digestive system. 1 banana a day is simple and humble, but if you stick with it, you will feel a clear positive change in your body, especially in your legs. Give it a try, because sometimes happiness and health come from the smallest things. The second food, fresh ginger, a small flame to warm your legs from the inside. Many people complain to me that their feet are often cold, especially in the early morning or at night before bed. Even with blankets and socks, their feet still feel ice cold, numb, and tingly, making walking unsteady. I always ask them one question. Do you use ginger? Because ginger is that small, quiet flame that warms the body from within, and it's especially good for the legs. Ginger has a spicy taste and warming properties and has long been used in folk wisdom to stimulate blood circulation, warm the body, and reduce joint pain. It's no coincidence that ginger always appears in traditional remedies and old-time tips, from roasted ginger and crushed ginger to ginger-infused liquor. But for older adults, the simplest and gentlest way is to drink ginger tea every morning. I once lived with my grandmother, who was over 80 at the time. Every morning, she would slice a few pieces of fresh ginger herself, put them in a cup of hot water, add a little honey, and sip it before breakfast. She said the warmth from the ginger made her feet less cold, her knees less achy, and her body feel lighter. I was young then and didn't understand much. I just saw that she always walked slowly but steadily. Now I understand that it was thanks to her blood circulating well and her legs being cared for from an early age. Not only does it warm the feet, ginger also has anti-inflammatory effects on the joints, helping to prevent degeneration, especially in the knee joints, which bear a lot of pressure when we walk. Drinking ginger tea also supports digestion, reduces bloating, and boosts the immune system, all practical benefits for seniors. The method is incredibly simple. In the morning, about 20 minutes before your meal, boil some water and add 3 to 5 slices of fresh ginger. Let it steep for a few minutes to release the ginger's essence. You can add a little honey or lemon if you like. Don't use too much. Just 1 cup a day is enough. To many, ginger might just be a spice. But if you understand and use it correctly, ginger can become a silent companion, taking care of your legs every day, helping you walk comfortably and smoothly without fear of cold or numbness. The third food, boiled eggs, the golden nutrient for sturdy legs. I still vividly remember when I first entered my 30s. I thought I was still young and healthy, but after a bit of jogging or climbing stairs, my knees would start to complain. This was especially true on cold mornings when I'd feel a slight ache in both knees and my legs weren't as nimble as before. That's when I started paying attention to taking care of my bones and joints. And the first thing I did was return to the simplest food that almost every household has: boiled eggs. A boiled egg is easy to eat and easy to cook, but few people realize it's a fantastic source of nutrition for the legs, especially for muscles and joints. Each egg contains a large amount of high-quality protein, which helps nourish the muscles that are the main support for the knee joints and the entire leg. For older adults, leg muscles weaken quickly if not properly cared for, and getting enough protein is extremely important. I started consistently eating 1 boiled egg every morning, often with a few slices of avocado or some steamed vegetables. At first, I just thought of it as a simple way to add nutrients. But after about 2 weeks, I started to feel a clear difference. My legs were less tired, and climbing stairs no longer felt so heavy, especially on days when I had to walk a lot or work for long hours. Another important point I love about eggs is that they contain vitamin D and choline. These components help enhance calcium absorption, making bones stronger while also protecting the motor nerves. Simply put, eating eggs regularly is not only good for your bones, but also helps the control signals from your brain to your legs operate more smoothly and flexibly. Of course, everything needs to be in moderation. I only eat 1 egg a day and usually choose free-range or organic eggs to ensure quality. Boiled eggs are healthy, not greasy, and convenient. It only takes 10 minutes to have a breakfast that's both delicious and good for your legs, without worrying about gaining weight or increasing cholesterol if eaten in moderation. Sometimes we think that to be healthy, we need medicine or expensive supplements. But in reality, 1 egg each morning can be the first step towards sturdy legs and a peaceful old age. We just need to be persistent and believe in that simple truth. The fourth food, whole rolled oats, a healthy breakfast for light-feeling legs. On the list of foods that support healthy legs, whole rolled oats are an essential choice. This is especially true for those entering middle or old age. Oats are not just a nutritious grain, they are also a powerful ally in maintaining blood vessel health, stabilizing blood sugar, and protecting bones and joints. These are all crucial factors if you want your legs to stay flexible and agile. The first thing to emphasize about whole rolled oats is their high content of soluble fiber. This type of fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This keeps blood sugar levels stable, preventing the spikes and crashes that cause many older adults to experience numbness in their hands and feet or unsteadiness when walking. Stable blood sugar also means the nerves and blood vessels in your legs are better protected, reducing feelings of stiffness or loss of sensation in your feet. Not only that, oats also contain magnesium, zinc, and some natural antioxidants. These help fight inflammation, protect the joints, and increase the flexibility of leg muscles. If you often experience pain in your knees or ankles when you move, you should add oats to your diet regularly as a way to help regulate and soothe your joints from the inside. Another wonderful benefit of oats is that they provide sustained energy. After a long night, the body, especially the muscles, needs to be refueled to function smoothly. A breakfast with oatmeal will help you feel light and alert, and your legs will have enough fuel to start the day. You'll no longer have that feeling of sluggish legs that get tired after just a few steps. Preparing oats is also very simple. You can cook oatmeal porridge with milk and add some mashed banana or chopped apple. Or you can soak oats overnight with nut milk to enjoy cold the next morning. All these options are easy to digest, light on the stomach, and particularly suitable for older adults. Eating a bowl of oatmeal every morning is not only good for your heart and digestion, but is also a way to care for your legs from deep within. It helps you walk with confidence and lightness every day without worrying about tired knees or numb feet. The fifth food, almonds and walnuts, a natural lubricant for your joints and nervous system. When talking about foods that are good for leg health, it would be an oversight to skip almonds and walnuts. These two types of nuts are small but mighty, and they are especially helpful for older adults who often suffer from leg pain, creaky joints, or numbness when the weather changes. Both almonds and walnuts are rich in healthy fats, especially omega-3s. This is a type of fat that the body cannot produce on its own, but is essential for reducing inflammation, nourishing the nervous system, and lubricating the joints. Thanks to their strong anti-inflammatory properties, just by eating a small amount regularly each day, you will feel that your knee, ankle, and foot joints are less stiff and less painful. This is most noticeable when you wake up in the morning. Not only that, the vitamin E in almonds can protect nerve cells, increase muscle flexibility, and reduce fatigue in the lower limbs. Many people tend to ignore symptoms like numb feet or a tingling sensation in their toes. But these are early signs that the nervous system is deteriorating. Supplementing with nutrient-rich nuts like almonds and walnuts is a simple way to keep the signals between the brain and the legs flowing smoothly. Another big plus is that these two nuts are very easy and convenient to eat. No complicated preparation is needed. Each morning, you can just have 5 to 10 almonds or 2 to 3 walnuts. You can eat them alone or combine them with bananas, oatmeal, or yogurt. This is not only tasty, but also supports good digestion while providing many essential nutrients. You can think of almonds and walnuts as a natural lubricant for your legs. They quietly soothe stiff joints, help nerves function smoothly, and enhance the endurance of your leg muscles. Just a handful of nuts each morning, consistently every day, will help you walk more steadily and reduce the risk of slipping, falling, knee pain, or loss of sensation in your feet. Leg health sometimes comes from very simple things. A small handful of nuts, if consumed regularly and correctly, can bring about a big change in your daily life. My dear friends, we have just gone over 5 simple yet incredibly effective foods that help make your legs stronger, more flexible, and steadier every day. From a soft ripe banana, a warm cup of ginger tea, a golden boiled egg, to a fragrant bowl of oatmeal and a handful of small nuts. These are all easy to find and easy to use items. But if you consistently eat them correctly in the morning, they will bring long-term benefits to your bones, joints, muscles, and nervous system in your legs. If any of you are already regularly consuming one of these foods, please don't hesitate to comment below the video to share your experience with me and everyone else. Perhaps your small story will give motivation to many others who are struggling with their legs. And if you've never before considered how breakfast affects your leg health, then today is the perfect time to start a new habit. Try it for a few weeks and listen to your body. I believe you will be surprised by the results. And if you find this video helpful, meaningful, or suitable to send to your relatives and friends, especially those aged 50, 60, or older, please hit the like button and share it with them. Who knows, a small share from you today might help someone else take a steadier step tomorrow. However, please also note that while proper nutrition is the foundation, there are still many other factors that affect leg health. Some daily habits that seem harmless can silently damage your joints, impair blood circulation, and make your legs prone to fatigue, numbness, and even loss of sensation. So, what are the habits that are destroying your legs and making them weaker without you even knowing it? We will explore that in the next part of this video. Let's listen together. Habit number 1. Sitting for too long or standing for too much, exhausting your legs day by day. Folks, take a moment to think about how many hours a day you spend sitting. Maybe it's 2 hours watching TV, 3 hours reading the newspaper, plus a few more hours sitting to cook or chat. You might think that sitting is resting and easy on the body. But in reality, sitting for too long is one of the silent culprits that weakens your legs, causing numbness and pain in the long run. When you sit in one place for a long time, especially on a low chair without changing your position, the blood flow to your legs gets restricted. This causes stagnation, leading to slightly swollen feet, gradual numbness, or a cold feeling. The muscles in your thighs and calves also weaken because they are not being used. That's why as we get older, we feel our legs get tired even when we haven't done much. On the other hand, if your job or habits require you to stand for too long, like cooking for hours, hanging laundry, or watching your grandchildren, it creates continuous pressure on your knee joints, ankles, and the soles of your feet. Standing for long periods can cause joints to wear down and become inflamed, and the veins in your legs can stretch out. This leads to a feeling of heaviness and aching in the legs, and can even result in varicose veins. I know that for many older adults, these habits are not easy to change. But just by making small adjustments every day, you can make a big difference. For example, for every 30 to 40 minutes you sit, stand up and walk around the house gently for 3 to 5 minutes. When you stand for a long time, try to shift your weight between your two legs alternately. Don't just stand fixed in one position. Additionally, you can rotate your ankles, flex your toes, or bend and straighten your knees right where you are to improve blood flow. A little trick I often use is to set a gentle reminder on my watch every hour so I don't forget to stand up and move a bit. It sounds simple, but it's very effective, my friends. These small, regular movements not only help relieve tired legs, but also prevent serious complications later on. Don't wait until your legs hurt so much you can't walk to start making changes. Because just by being a little less lazy about sitting and a little more diligent about standing up, your legs will thank you very much. Habit number 2, not massaging your feet before bed, neglecting a natural medicine for your legs. There's a very small thing that takes less than 5 minutes each night. But if you do it regularly, it can rejuvenate your legs day by day. That is massaging your feet before you go to sleep. It may sound simple, but this is one of the most effective secrets for protecting the health of your legs, especially for older adults. Unfortunately, many people have unintentionally overlooked it. Just think about it, folks. All day long, your feet have to bear the entire weight of your body, from walking, climbing stairs, to doing housework. By the evening, your legs are exhausted. And yet, we just let them rest without doing anything for them. But in reality, when blood hasn't circulated well and the body lies down to rest immediately, it can cause the legs to become stiff, cold, or even cramp up in the middle of the night. I once had a leg cramp in the middle of the night that caused a sharp pain in my calf. I had to sit up and massage it for a while before it eased. That's when I realized that if I had taken the time to massage my feet before bed, I wouldn't have been woken up by such pain. Massaging your feet is a simple way to stimulate blood flow to your extremities and reduce the pressure that is built up during the day. At the same time, it helps your muscles relax. The gentle movements on the soles of your feet, ankles, and calves not only reduce fatigue, but also stimulate important pressure points. This helps you sleep deeper, prevents cramps and numbness. You can use your bare hands or a little bit of lotion, ginger oil, or massage balm to warm them up faster. Just use your fingertips to make circular motions from the sole of your foot to the heel, then gently squeeze your ankle and calf for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can do this right while sitting on your bed before you pull up the covers. If you have a family member at home, you can take turns massaging each other's feet. It's both a warm, affectionate act and good for your health. It's a simple, gentle task that costs nothing, but the results are very clear after just a few weeks of doing it regularly. You'll find your feet are less cold and numb, and you'll walk more steadily. You won't wake up feeling sore and achy anymore. Don't let your legs, your most loyal companions, rest in silence and coldness. Massage them as a thank you each night, and in return, you'll get a peaceful sleep and a new day full of energy. Habit number 3, wearing unsuitable shoes and sandals, the silent enemy that ruins your posture and knee joints. One of the reasons many older adults experience leg and knee pain without realizing it comes from the simplest thing in their daily life, the sandals and shoes they wear. Many people still have the habit of wearing old, soft sandals with worn-out soles that don't fit snugly. They might be too loose or too stiff, but people think, I'm used to them, or they're broken in, or what's the harm? But in reality, this is a habit that is silently destroying your musculoskeletal system, causing poor posture and seriously affecting your spine. Imagine this, folks. Your foot is the part that connects with the ground and supports your entire body. If your footwear is not sturdy, if the sole is too thin and lacks support, every step you take will put direct pressure on your knee joints, ankles, and even your lower back. Over time, this small pressure builds up and can lead to knee arthritis, heel spurs, misaligned legs, and even more serious issues like hip degeneration or a curved spine. It doesn't stop there. Wearing flimsy flip-flops or shoes that don't fit well also increases the risk of tripping and spraining your ankle. This is especially dangerous for older adults whose reflexes and balance have already declined. A fall that seems minor can lead to a broken hip, being bedridden, or even losing the ability to walk. Therefore, choosing footwear is not just a matter of style or convenience. It's an investment in the health of your legs and your long-term safety. My advice is that you should choose sandals with soft, but not overly thick soles. The soles should be flat or have a slight, gentle lift of about an inch, with good traction to prevent slipping. Your shoes or sandals should fit snugly, not too tight, but also not loose. Completely avoid sandals that are too thin, overly slippery flip-flops, or high heels, whether you're at home or going to the market or for a walk. Also, check the shoes you're using every 6 months. If you see that the sole is worn unevenly or the heel is tilted, it's time to replace them, even if the shoes aren't broken yet. Don't let the wrong pair of shoes ruin your posture. You might not notice it, but your feet feel every single step. Give them a suitable pair of shoes so they can be properly protected and supported every day. Habit number 4, not drinking enough water when your legs are thirsty and you don't even know it. There's a habit that many of us take lightly, but it directly and profoundly affects the health of our legs. That habit is not drinking enough water each day. It might not seem related, but in reality, chronic dehydration causes a series of problems for your joints, muscles, and even your circulatory system. It makes your legs get tired faster, ache more easily, and even increases the risk of long-term damage. Water doesn't just quench your thirst, it's also the main component of synovial fluid. That's the natural lubricant that helps your joints move smoothly and painlessly. When you don't drink enough water, the amount of synovial fluid decreases, causing the ends of your bones to rub directly against each other when you move. This leads to pain, dry joints, and faster degeneration. This is exactly why many people hear their legs make a crackling sound every time they stand up, or their joints pop after walking a few steps. That's a sign that your joints are running low on oil. Furthermore, a lack of water also affects blood circulation. When the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker and flows more slowly. This causes a feeling of numbness, heaviness, and coldness in your toes. This is especially true for older adults who already have circulatory issues. If this condition persists, it not only affects your legs, but also your heart, blood pressure, and even kidney function. The problem is that many older adults don't feel thirsty, so they forget to drink water. This is especially common in cold weather or on days with little physical activity. We tend to neglect it. By the time we feel tired, dizzy, and our limbs are exhausted, we realize we are seriously dehydrated. Therefore, even if you don't feel thirsty, you should get into the habit of drinking water regularly every day. Every morning after waking up, drink a glass of warm water. This is like a starter medicine to get your blood flowing to every limb throughout the day. Divide your water intake throughout the day. Don't drink it all at once. You can add a few slices of lemon, ginger, or drink a gentle herbal tea to make it easier to drink. Also, remember not to wait until your lips feel dry or your throat is parched to drink. Drink water as a proactive habit to help your body, and especially your legs, stay lubricated and nourished from the inside. For the sake of steady legs and a flexible body, never let your legs silently go thirsty, my friends. Habit number 5. Not exercising regularly when idle legs grow weaker by the day. My friends, there's something that sounds obvious, but is being neglected by so many people. If your legs aren't moved regularly every day, they will weaken faster than we can imagine. Many older adults think that the older you get, the more you should rest and the less you should walk, to avoid falling. This sounds reasonable, but in reality, it's the complete opposite. It's precisely because of a lack of movement and walking that leg muscles atrophy, joints become stiff, and ligaments shorten. This makes your steps slower, more unsteady, and more prone to tripping and falling. Not exercising is not being safe. It's pushing your legs toward premature degeneration. The human body, especially the leg muscles, is very smart. If we don't use it, it will automatically scale back to save energy. That means the muscles shrink and lose strength, making the legs significantly weaker. This, in turn, affects your ability to maintain balance and your reaction time. For older adults, this is extremely dangerous. Just one misstep or a slight slip can cause a broken bone or a serious injury. On the other hand, if you do gentle exercise every day, even for just 15 to 20 minutes of walking, leg stretches, balance exercises, or simple exercises you can do in place, you are helping your leg muscles maintain their strength. It also helps blood circulate better and keeps your joints more flexible. Regular exercise also helps keep your mind sharp, improves sleep, and promotes better eating habits, which enhances your overall health. And importantly, even light exercise is fine, as long as it's regular. You don't need to jog or do heavy workouts. You can walk in your yard, around the garden, or even just march in place while watching TV for a few minutes. Or every morning before breakfast, do a few leg stretches or heel raises and your legs will be awakened. Remember, your legs are like a machine. If you let it sit for too long, it will rust. But if you just start it up for a little while each day, then no matter how old you are, your legs can still be strong and flexible. Don't let your legs become lazy because of your own neglect. Exercise so that every step you take in your old age is still steady, light, and full of life. My dear friends, some changes in life don't need to start with big things. Just by paying a little more attention each day, making small adjustments, and listening to your body, you can make a huge difference to your health. This is especially true for your legs, the part of you that supports you throughout your life's journey. If the advice shared in today's video resonates with you or has helped you realize something you've overlooked, I truly hope you will hit the like button and share this video with your loved ones. Who knows, with just one small share, you might help someone else walk more steadily every day. And please don't look away from the video just yet, because next, I will share with you 3 extremely simple but little-known tips. You could call them golden secrets to help restore, care for, and strengthen your legs in a gentle but incredibly effective way. No medicine, no machines, and no expense. Just natural methods at home, but if you do them correctly and regularly, the results will surprise you. Golden secret number 1. Soak your feet in warm water and salt every night for 15 minutes to revive your legs. My dear friends, perhaps everyone has heard about foot soaking, but not everyone knows how to do it correctly and how wonderfully beneficial a nightly foot soak can be for the legs, especially for older adults. Throughout the day, our feet have to support the entire body, bearing pressure from walking, standing for long periods, or even sitting too much. That's why soaking your feet before bed is like letting your legs relax, breathe, and recover their strength. The method is extremely simple. Every evening, about 30 minutes before bed, you just need to prepare a basin of warm water around 100 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit. It should be comfortably warm, not too hot. Add a handful of coarse salt, and you can also add a few slices of fresh ginger if you have it. Then, soak your feet for about 15 to 20 minutes. Why salt? Because salt has anti-inflammatory properties, it softens tendons, and it helps draw toxins out of the body through the pores on the soles of your feet, where many important pressure points are located. If you add ginger, the effect is even greater because ginger helps to warm the blood, circulate energy, and drive away the cold and numbness in your feet. Soaking your feet every night will help reduce numbness, aches, and pains in your feet and calves. It reduces mild swelling in the ankles and knee joints, limits nighttime cramps, and helps you sleep deeper and more soundly. Especially for those with mild diabetes, heart conditions, or chronic joint pain, this is a safe, natural way to support treatment and recover leg health. A little tip: while soaking, you can use your hands to gently massage the soles of your feet and your ankles to increase the effectiveness. After soaking, dry your feet well and keep them warm with thin socks if it's cold. I guarantee that the next morning when you step out of bed, you will feel your legs are lighter and more flexible. There are many ways to love yourself, but just 15 minutes of foot soaking each night is enough for your legs and your whole body to feel the gentle care and attention from yourself. Golden secret number 2, the toe flexing exercise before bed, reactivating the second brain in your feet. My dear friends, our feet not only support our body, but are also considered our second brain. They are a hub for dozens of pressure points and nerves that are directly connected to the organs in our body. Just a few simple movements before bed, especially flexing and stretching your toes, can help improve blood circulation, soothe tension, and prevent numbness and cramps at night. The great thing is, this exercise doesn't require a lot of space, no equipment, and it's not strenuous. Anyone can do it, even while lying in bed. Here's how to do it. 1. Lie down or sit comfortably with your legs stretched out. 2. Curl all 5 toes inward as much as you can, hold for 3 seconds, then stretch them out as far as you can, and hold for another 3 seconds. 3. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times, breathing evenly while you do it. 4. After that, gently rotate your ankles in circles, 5 times in each direction. 5. You can combine this with a light massage of the soles of your feet to enhance the effect. Don't underestimate these small movements, because when you curl, stretch, and rotate your toes, the tiny blood vessels in your feet are activated. This helps blood flow from the heart down to the feet and back up more smoothly. This is not only good for your circulatory system, but also helps reduce cold feet, numbness in the toes, or cramps in the middle of the night. Why should you do this before bed? because that's when the body enters a state of rest and the circulatory system slows down. If your feet have poor circulation and lack blood supply, it can easily cause a dull ache, restless legs, or cramps in the middle of the night. Doing this gentle exercise before bed is like clearing the path for your energy and blood to flow freely. It helps the body fall asleep easier and deeper. Furthermore, this is also a way to send a loving signal to your feet, reminding them that you are still caring for them every day. Even if it's just for a few minutes, doing it regularly over the long term will create a noticeable difference. Golden secret number 3. Deep breathing while walking helps your legs feel light as air and your mind feel relaxed. My dear friends, in our busy lives, we walk a lot, but how many of us walk mindfully? Sometimes we walk while our minds are busy thinking about other things. Our steps are heavy, and our breathing is short and rushed. But if you know how to combine walking with deep breathing, it will not only help your legs feel lighter and have more endurance, but your entire body will become noticeably more relaxed and healthy. Why is deep breathing while walking so important? Normally, when we walk fast or get tired, our breath becomes short and rapid. This prevents the lungs from taking in enough oxygen. As a result, our muscles, especially our leg muscles, don't get enough nourishment, which makes our legs get tired and weak quickly. On the other hand, breathing deeply and slowly brings more oxygen into the blood. This provides sustained energy for the muscles to work, especially in the legs. Moreover, combining steady breathing with walking also helps to stabilize blood pressure, improve circulation, reduce stress, and is especially good for older adults who often feel anxious, have trouble sleeping, or experience a racing heart. How to breathe deeply while walking. 1. Start walking gently at a moderate pace. 2. Inhale through your nose for 3 to 4 steps, breathing deeply into your belly so that your stomach expands. 3. Hold your breath gently for a second. 4. Then, exhale through your mouth for 4 to 5 steps, breathing all the way out until your stomach flattens. 5. Repeat this regularly, combining it with light, steady steps and relaxing your body. You only need to do this correctly for 10 to 15 minutes each day, preferably in the morning or cool afternoon, in a quiet space like your yard, a park, or a clean hallway. As you walk gently, focus on your breath. This is a form of walking meditation that helps to dispel stress and bring about a deep sense of clarity and relaxation from within your mind. Just try it for a few sessions and you will see the magic. Your legs won't get tired as quickly as before, and your mind will also feel lighter and more at ease. Older adults who maintain the habit of walking combined with deep breathing often have lower blood pressure, healthier hearts and lungs, and sharper memories. Deep breathing while walking may seem small, but it's a key that can help heal both body and mind. It's a simple secret that costs nothing but has the power to change the entire health journey of your later years. My dear friends, we have just journeyed together through a very gentle but, I believe, truly meaningful path. From familiar foods every morning to habits that need adjusting in our daily lives, and even small secrets that bring great results in caring for our legs. I always believe that it is never too late to start taking care of your health. As long as you truly care, listen to your body, and act consistently every day, then no matter how old you are, you can still live healthily, walk with flexibility, do light housework, and enjoy every moment of your golden years to the fullest. If the content of today's video has touched your thoughts or feelings, I sincerely hope you will leave a comment below. It could be a share, a feeling, or simply a word of encouragement to give me and other content creators like me more motivation to continue spreading positivity to the community. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Live Well channel, and share it with your relatives and friends, especially those who need a pair of steady legs to accompany them on their journey to a healthy life. Thank you for listening and staying with me until the very end of this video. I wish you all peace, joy, and health, and may every step you take always be light and steady. See you in the next videos.